Howdy, if you're just popping in, we're going to be starting in 9 minutes and 3 seconds to finish this three-handed solo, really it's co-op just with one person, of Nemesis Lockdown. So just chill out. If you're watching this later on, skip ahead past the 9 minutes where we start. Love you all. Welcome back. Get started soon. Getting started in 8.5 minutes. Just going to review some rules here. Welcome, everybody. Glad to have you. Let's see who survives. I'm just going to refresh myself on rules, as if that's going to help. If you do want to help me with the sound check, can you hear me? Let me know in the chat. Hop! Hey, man. Well, I assume I'm so used to saying hey, man. You'll have to forgive me. Your channel is new to me. Looking forward to it because of its focus on solo play. Awesome. Yep, solo play is my love, as it is for a lot of people. But you are gonna. I like playing with my son too, so you're gonna find some family stuff. But I usually try. I usually try to make sure it's a game that can be played solo. But yeah, I don't know. Have you ever played Lockdown? Puzzle Dungeon. Can you Alright, thank you, Hop. Puzzle Dungeon. That is new to me, but it sounds up my alley because I do a lot of pocket-sized games. Like Pocket Dungeon, things like that. I can't... Here's what's terrible. My phone is my camera, so I'm kind of... My hands are tied. I can't look it up right now, but... I'll look it up. Unless you want to see me reach way across the table. Oh my goodness. Puzzle Dungeon. Get ready for some big hands and bald spots. Puzzle Dungeon. I'm surprised it's new to me, because I've seen a lot of these one-player pocket games, but I have not seen this. And that's, I like feature in these budget games. What do we got? Let me see here. For brave monster hunters. So standard dungeon crawler it looks like. Lightweight. I'm new to Brian Garber. Self-published. Oh, this is like a hidden gem here. Hopefully. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes I don't love everything, but... Solitaire hand management modular board. You control a monster hunter making their way through a dungeon. Limited cards. Okay, so it sounds like a button shy style. Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to finding that. Now I take a while because there are so many games, but this one that could make it up because I like to feature something affordable, because so much stuff like this is, I love playing this. I love sharing this with you guys, but this is over $100. So hopefully you can enjoy playing it with me and save $100. 2019. Cool. Thank you for the recommendation. I'll keep an eye out. Or check like Noble Knight Games. They probably sell it. Oh my goodness, what am I gonna do? I've got 4 minutes to figure out how to survive this. Discovered, send a signal. I am not doing hot, let me tell you that. Of course. That's the nice thing when you're small like this. And my lives tend to be, this is new for me. So this is, third or fourth live maybe. Um, so lives tend to be, less than 5 people at one time, which is actually great for me right now because I don't know what I'm doing. So I appreciate everybody that stays. But yeah, the first time I had the camera upside down. Go figure. And that's the point of a live, is to interact. It's not for me to play this game and just like talk. Oh my goodness. No, I love when I get feedback. Alright, she's slimed. That's not going to be good. Slimed. No clothing. I mean, I'm wearing clothing. They don't have extra clothes. They're wearing clothing too. Fully load ammo. Okay. It's going to be tough. 3 minutes. I've got my bag. I hear something crawling in the living room. That's disturbing. Huh. Well, oh, that's my leg against a box. Scared the life out of me. Okay, what else I got? Search. Repairs. Let's see who's going to go first. We're going to start with the janitor. Okay. Each with one hand. Change up that order. Janitor, Xeno, soldier. Oh man, I was working out earlier, trying to. Today was gymnastics workout day, so I was trying to do like lots of ring dips, rope climb. I'm trying to get this. So the rope climb, I'm trying to get better at that. I make it up and down, but at the gym, you climb the rope and then you grab like little thingies from the ceiling, right, and try to climb across. I was able to make it in the past, and I've totally lost it. But I must not have warmed up or something ridiculous like that because I'm hurting, and I didn't get to finish the workout. So I'm sad. 1 minute. These are good. Rover is good. Breeder. This. Oh, gravy. Oh, stop scaring me. Box under my legs. Creeping. Being creepy. 3, 2, 1. And you know what that means? That means howdy. Let's get that out of the way. Good to see you. Hey, howdy, welcome. Here we are. We are finishing up, I hope, Nemesis Lockdown, playing cooperative. So solo is actually just one hand, one player. You can play this solo where you only control one hand. I don't want to mislead you. We are playing cooperative. I'm the controller of 3 characters, all right? So Nemesis Lockdown has solo, cooperative, where's my hand? Cooperative, and semi-cooperative. Semi-cooperative is the way the game's designed. Cooperative is another mode, same with solo variant. I'm not going to explain how to play the whole game. Watch the first part of the playthrough if you like it. If you didn't watch it, it's totally fine. You can pick up from here. This is free to have fun. And while you're in here with me live, talk to me, okay? The point of this is not for me to play and talk at you. It's for you and I to spend time together. Board game family, enjoy it. So, let's do it. Let me figure out what on earth is going on. Goodbye, mouse. As always, if my camera is upside down or spinning or I'm upside down or the sound stops, let me know because I sure won't notice. Okay, here's what we have. We have the xenobiologist, the survivor, and the janitor. They're all still alive. We have survived several encounters. The janitor is loaded up with items. He's got reagents, tool belts, clothes, med kits, all kinds of stuff. We've got the survivor with no items, but she got her gun, right? Yes, she got her gun. Let's make sure. Semi-automatic or something. It's an assault rifle. Whatever. There we go. And we got the xenobiologist who's carrying around alien carcasses like she's He-Man. That's cool. Cool by me. All right. I've got the janitor here in the vent control room. He's been putting out fires so that we don't burn. I've got the xenobiologist who has been working the power because we just lost some power. So now she's going to turn some back on. And then I've got the survivor who just needs to be exploring. We need to find out what the final order from the corporation is, because in this game, if you complete your objectives and survive, you then have to make sure that whatever the corporate secret objective is doesn't kill you. It could be many things. We know that they are not going to save all of us. We know that they are not going to kill all who have a knowledge of 4 or more. It could be any other thing. So they could be kill everyone in the isolation room. I don't know. We'll find out together. If you have questions or I do something wrong, type it, talk to me, have fun. As I said, you're my board game family, so join it. All right, we got this going. It's going to be the janitor first. There are no Night Stalkers on the board. Thank goodness. So let's draw his hand. He started with 1. Let's draw up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He gets up to 5. I'm not going to show you every single card. I'm going to read them out as we play them, because that's life. Okay, he's in the vent control room. There are 2 items to get here, but he also needs to use this to put out 2 more fires. So, what do you think I should do? Oh, hey, blue sex. No, good luck. Thank you. Yeah, you're here to watch my demise. Thank you, but I appreciate the somewhat confidence there. All right, so I can search, or I can use a room action even if there's a malfunction marker. No, I want his card that lets me use this yellow room without paying the cost, and I don't have it. So you know what? We're gonna search. I mean, he has a lot of items. I need to craft a lot of items, so let's do it. Let's search, and boom, we're down to 1. I get yellow items, so let's do it. Let's draw 2. 1, 2. Got the tool belt or the tool belt. Gee, I wonder which. I'll get the tool belt. So I have 2 tool belts. I'm ready to craft stuff. And that's his first action. His second action is also going to be to search again, because that's life. So search, and 2 more yellow. Thermite charge can't help me craft anything, but it's choose 1 room, the one you are in or neighboring. Place a malfunction and a fire marker in this room. All characters and intruders in the chosen room, including you, suffer 1 injury light wound. So it's an attack. I don't need that. Or another tool belt. How many screwdrivers do I need? One of my objectives that I have to meet is every single item, crafted item, must be made. That means I need 4 screwdrivers. So guess what I'm keeping? The tool belt. Congratulations to me. And totally off topic, I'm trying slicked hair. What do you think? What do you think? I'm kind of feeling it. Alright, it fits the growing older vibe. Thermite charge, discard. Cool. Alright, that's his turn. Let's see what the xenobiologist can pull off. Can we turn on the power? I hope so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She started with 1 card. Let's keep going. Alright. She is in a yellow room power generator. She can power a section. That's what we want to do. It's going to cost 2 cards. She is not the janitor, so she can't do anything special, so I'm going to have to scrap cards. There are also, good gravy, 3 items to find in that room. Boy, if I'm in a white or green room, I'm not. So I'm going to have to just power a section. That's most important. I'm going to scrap works. I'm going to scrap rushed analysis. And I'm going to scratch workspace plan. That's what I'm going to do. Scrap both of those to pay for power a section. So let's see how that works, because I'm me and I forget things. Power generator. We've got special rooms. That's not a special room. It's a basic room. That's why I like these cheat sheets that are apparently have fallen on the floor. Hello, life. Well, guess what? There you are. Oh my goodness, I was about to say. It's time to cry. That was embarrassing. Power generator. There we go. Flip the power token of the section you are in. Darn it, that's not what I need. This can be used to get more power even if the power was not restored. Well, this is no good. We got to take it back because she's in section 1. Section 1 has power. We have to change the plan. Here's what we're going to do. I have 2 cards. We are going to have to move 1, 2, 3 times to turn on the power backup supply, change the power, whatever. We're moving. Okay, let's move and hope for the best because I've got noise out the wazoo. I can do a quiet movement and make it safe. Let's do that. 1, 2. She's going to do careful movement to the sending cargo bay. So I have to place noise in the only remaining corridor, corridor 2. I'm going to take my next action, which is going to be 1 search. I'm going to save pheromones in case I get attacked. 1 search, boom, right there. She's going to move, and we're going to roll for noise. Let's hope for the best. Don't die, xenobiologist. Number 4. Good job. That was for you, Blue Sec. That was for you. All right, 3, 4. If I ever say your name's wrong, tell me. Oh my goodness. All right, that's her 2 actions. We got to stop there. Let's go to the survivor to wrap up this. Well, actually, we can go through again, so we're not done yet. 2, 3, 4, and wham, 5. Okay. Demolition, vents, desperate attack, distraction, and interruption. Right now, she just needs to move. There's nothing she needs to do in the decon room. So we're just going to move twice. I don't need demolition. Let's scrap that. Demolition, congratulations, roll for noise. We're fine on either direction. Noise in corridor 3. Cool. Let's move again. Interruption, don't need to use that when you're playing the cooperative game like this. Roll for noise. Oh, let's flip the room first. It's broken. There's 1 item, and it's cargo sending system A. So far, we don't know if we need to use the cargo sending system, also known as CSS pods. There we go. Discard. Boom. All right, now I can roll for noise. Corridor 1. We're still safe. Thank you for that. All right, that was 2 actions, so we got to stop there and go back to the janitor. But I need a little juice from my Batman cup here. Okay, what should we have the janitor do? Talk to me. Talk to me. I've got 3 cards. He searched twice. No more searching needed. I can craft items, or I can use 2 to get rid of another fire. And I should. So that's what I'm going to do. Clean up and demolition. I don't want to. No, I want to leave demolition as it is. I'll tell you what. Clean up and it should work. We're going to scrap both of those. So that's 2 to pay for the vent control room. And I'm going to place the vent. I'm going to shut down this cave entrance. That's what we're going to do. I had the little thingy. I had the little exclamation part. I was so proud of myself because I found it. And if I don't see it in 3 seconds, I'm using something else. There we go. That's why I was proud of myself. Cave entrance. So we block it with these doors. What we're doing is we're basically creating an airlock. So we have airlock to the cave entrance where there's a fire. Anything that is in there at the end of this player turn dies. Also, the fire gets sucked out. So fire gets sucked out, boom. The room is still broken. That's fine. 1, 2, 3. All right, that was one turn. He has one card. He's going to pass. He's done. My xenobiologist is in a dangerous room. She does not have enough to get the power backup supply back on in this turn. That's a problem. And she's going to have an encounter. No, you know what? Noise is going to get removed. So should I risk it? Should I risk it? Yeah, I'm going to risk it. Discard. Move. And come on. Yes, thank you about the fire. You can't leave fire. That is something I've figured out in this game. Man, it'll get you. All right, it's corridor 2. Congratulations, we're still good. And all of this noise is getting cleared before the intruder phase. So guess what? Xeno, my dear friend, you are going to just pause. You have been working hard. All right, I got 3 cards. So 3 possible actions for the soldier. Nothing to do in cargo sending system A. She doesn't have anything for repair. We don't need to use vents. We just need to explore and explore and explore. That's what we need to do. And find out what these 3 things are. Which we can do in this room. Which way am I going to go? I'm going to go... I think I should go up. No. Yes. Yes, I'm going to go up. Let's do it. Distraction. Nope. Let's do vents because she doesn't need it. Let's do vents and move. All right. It was silent. Thank goodness. And 2 items in the transmitter control room. Okay. Now I do believe one of my objectives was to send the signal, which we have not revealed. We have not revealed yet. So, yeah. So, transmitter control room. Awesome. Send a signal or check an objective. This is the room she needs to be in. That's fantastic. Because here's what I have to do. I need to check an objective. I need to send the signal and all rooms must be explored. We're on the right track for meeting one of these. Okay, that was 1 action. I don't have to roll dice. 2 items. I can't search. It's going to cost 2 to do one of these things, which leaves her with nothing. And she's in darkness. So congratulations. I'm going to have to pass. Takes us to the end of that round. Boom, boom, boom. Nobody died in the cave entrance. We can remove the vent control. I know I'm wasting a lot of turns, but you know, these fires are a problem. Now I've got 3 malfunctions. I got to watch out. All right, let's do our event phase. And I always use my trusty cheat sheet because that's life. Launch CSS pods. Nope, nothing. All right. Now we have to, the power flipped to off. I got to remember that. We went down. Now we have to move the time track. No power thresholds. Noise removal. We remove all the noise where the power's on. So that is only on the bottom level, floor 1. That does not include the what do we call those? Technical corridors. Or in this game, it's the caves. But it's all the same. That was a lot of sound that just saved us. Intruder attack. There's no intruders. We're cool. Fire damage. Nobody's in fire. Resolve an event card. This is where we cry. This is where we cry, so feel free to cry with me. Where are you? There you are. First of all, there are no intruders to move. So this is a hatching. I'm going to let you look at it. Boo! That's all you get. Hatching. Discard 1 egg from the laboratory board. Gladly. I'm sure there's something bad. Each character in the nest, I'm not in the nest, with no action cards on hands is infested by a larva. If no character was infested, put a larva token into the intruder bag. I can handle that. All right. There we are. There's a larva. Honestly, the more larva in the bag, kind of the better right now. For the characters in darkness, my survivor and my janitor. Each character outside the nest with no action cards on hands is infested by a larva. Thank goodness we kept those action cards. We're burning time, but who knows? We might make it. Now we do our intruder bag development. And that's it for the alien phase. Ready? Here we go. What do we get? Blank. Can you believe it? We have pulled out 2 blanks. I don't know what's going on that Awakened Realms decided to be kind to me this game. They've kept the suspense going, but somehow we're still alive. So when it's blank, what we do is we look at our intruder bag development. There we go. Return the token to the intruder bag and add 1 adult intruder token to the intruder bag. What that means in English is we have more chances of getting more adults. I'm almost out of adult tokens. That means there's a lot of adults in here. So when they start coming out, we are in trouble. They are going to swarm us. All right, let's start our next play around. This time, it's the xenobiologist first, then the soldier, and then the janitor. Xenobiologist needs to get the power back on. Let's do it. 1, 2, shuffle these up and see what we get. I don't think she has any contamination yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Boom. What do we have? Repairs. I don't need to repair yet. Demolition. Don't need it. Workspace plan. If you're in a white or green room, this is a yellow room. Does nothing. Interruption is useless, so we're going to scrap it. Interruption, and she's going to need to repair later, so I'm going to save it. Pheromones is for protection. Demolition, she doesn't need. So we're going to scrap both of those so that we can do the power backup supply. So I get to turn on the 2 lowest. So that's 1 and 2. Done. Now I get to change their order, which I want to do so that I can get her back down to the power generator. Even though that's a waste of a turn, I know it. So I get to flip the power token to the power side, which means we're not going to lose power in section 1 and 2 for a while. I'm going to swap number 1 with number 4 because, and I know that puts this in darkness and possibly puts her in trouble because we've been making it without the elevator, so we just got to do it. Awesome. That was 1 turn. So now I got to get her back down here to the power generator to turn this one on. Oh my, wait a minute. No, I would like this to be 3, actually, because you can change these in any order. All right, let's do it like that. This is going to be the last one to turn off, then this one, and then that. I almost feel like it should be this way, because I have a feeling we're going to have to end the game on the surface. Let's see. Yeah. All right, so second action is going to be move, which is going to be, I could go 1, 2, 3, and repair. I'm going to do that. I'm going to move to the cave entrance, roll for noise. 4. And I don't get to take these out this turn, so I got to be careful. And what card did I scrap for that? I've got to scrap the workspace plan. And then, oh man. No, if I repair, she's going to be in darkness at the end of this turn with no cards. So I really want to stay alive. I think we have time. All right, let's do the soldier. 1, 2, 3. Search. Okay, we got a search. Let's see what else we get. shuffle them up whenever we're out of cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's try this out. Rest and search. Okay, I don't need any of those. So let's use this transmitter control room. First, let's send a signal because that's one of our objectives. Let's get rid of search. No, actually I can use searches. Let's get rid of rest and maybe distraction because she has no items to get rid of. Rest and distraction. There you go. And send the signal. Boom. I'm pretty sure that's all that happens. I also have to remember that she is slimed. So I made a mistake. No, I didn't, because I didn't roll a silence. The token was silence. If I roll a silence, if I understand it right, then that's trouble. That counts as a danger. We're okay for now. All right, let me just make sure with sending the signal that I did it right. The transmitter control room is going to be a basic room. These are special rooms. There we go. Repository, isolation room, those are special rooms. I just want the basic room. You know what? Maybe it's special. It is. I didn't know that. Huh. All right, send a signal. Place a status marker on the signal space. Cool. Check an objective. Check a character with the status marker on the signal space on their character board. They have to show you their objective in secret. I wonder if I can check a neutral objective, though. I don't think I can. That's what I need to check. So I wonder, then, if I go to this room, maybe no, special room, the alert room. Placing the alert token. No, we don't need... Oh, there we go. I need to get to this room to peek at one contingency from the neutral pool. Okay, so we're done in here. She can get out. That was one action. She's got 3 cards. She can search. We do need items. And then, you know what? She can search. Let's search. She could use some items. And this is a red room. Good. So she gets some ammunition. Let's find out what kind of ammo. Grenade, 1 use only, can't build anything with it. Or a prototype pistol. This is a carrying, so it would take up 1 spot. And it allows me to re-roll once each combat roll you make with this weapon. But it only comes loaded with 1. So I think I'm going to do the grenade. Choose 1 room with an intruder, the one you're in or neighboring. 1 intruder in the chosen room suffers 2 injuries. Cool. All other intruders and characters in the chosen room, including you, suffer 1 injury or serious wound. That's pretty bad, but we're going to take it. Hope for the best. Boom. All right. Thank you, Batman Cup. That was 2 actions. Turn this down to 1. And janitor's turn. 1, 2. Let's draw the rest of the cards. 3, 4, 5. Oh, Gravy Davis. No. He has 1, 2, 3, 4. He has 6 items. It is time to get him up to the repository where he can craft some stuff. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, he's got cleanup. I need to use vent control room 1 more time. So I want the emergency key. No, that's not. Discard a fire marker from the room. Nope. So I'm going to have to spend 2 cards. He doesn't have anything special. I'm going to use demolition and I'm going to use interruption. So I'm going to spend 2 to get rid of this last fire while I'm in here. And let's just hope to survive it. He's spent a couple rounds putting out fires. Let's start with the alert room. Where did you go, trusty alert token? There we go. We're going in the cargo sending system. And 1, 2, and 3. There we go. Suck out the fire because the airlock just pushed it out. As long as no one's in there, no one's going to die. We're going to be okay. All right, let's do it. That was one turn. Now he can get out of there, finally. He doesn't need to search anymore, and he can't. So now I just need to move to the alert room to check these tokens. Let's move. Let's use my rest card. Boom. And how much do I need? I need to roll for noise. Corridor 3. That's okay because noise is going to get cleared out. She's in trouble. He's fine. Now, how many do I need in order to check that? I think 2. I'm in the alert room 2 to peek at a contingency. Oh boy. He has 1, 2, but he's in light. So I kind of feel like the clock is ticking and that I can risk it. I'm not. I'm going to play it safe. I'm going to pass. We're back to the xenobiologist. She has 2 cards. I can leave her with 0 in the dark to repair this room or pass. And I think I'm going to pass. I can feel this being a bad idea. Desperate attack and search. All right, what should the soldier do? She can keep climbing. Right now, she's going to be in light. She's going to be fine. So I'm going to have her search one more time. This is the last one. So she's going to search for the last time in this room. Let's see what kind of ammo we got in here. 1, 2. We've got a charged rifle, which she would have to carry. She's got room for it. Or a flashlight, which she can also carry. Discard the 1 energy from the flashlight to use an advantage die. That's this blue one. It's better when shooting or to ignore the darkness. That's pretty powerful. Or I can just have another weapon. She has an assault rifle, so I can either make it more powerful or have a second weapon. And I think I'm going to do the flashlight. I mean, she's the soldier. She's got the assault rifle. Let's try it. So there we go. We're going to take that. Neither one helps me craft the items I need to make, but that's okay. We start with 3 charges on the flashlight. 1, 2, 3. She's going to finish with 1 card in hand. Let's do our phase for the aliens now. Launch CSS pods. Yes, we are right above them, actually. So let's launch them. Boom. And CSS pod C got launched. So we don't need cargo sending C anymore, which is right here. That's fine. And we finished the player turn, so this airlock gets to open. Everybody survived, and we sucked out the fire. That is great news. So the doors are open. Boom. Move the time track. You got it. We didn't lose any power because the backup power supply is on. If we hadn't done that, we'd be in trouble. Noise removal. Power's off down here, but I can remove all the noise in section 2. Stairwells are always dark. And we don't remove from the technical corridors. Cool. Intruder attack, there's no intruders. We're okay. Fire damage, there's no fire left. We put it all out. The janitor worked hard on that for like 3 rounds. Resolve an event card. This is where we get 1 step closer to dying. Alright, so no intruders to move. It's called Scent of Prey. What's going to happen? Place a noise marker in each corridor without a noise marker connected to a room with a character who has any undressed serious wounds. We are fine. We are fine. We don't have serious wounds yet. Goodbye, scary event. Let's do our intruder bag development and find out what kind of creature may or may not come out. We got a lot of adult intruders in here now, and it is an adult intruder. That means everybody rolls for noise, starting with the xenobiologist. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Silence. Is she slimed? She is slimed, so that counts as a danger, which means we place noise in the remaining corridor. Okay, These two are in power, so they roll for noise. Starting with the soldier. Corridor 4. Didn't have noise, we're okay. But that is the stairwell she needs to climb up, so that could prove to be a problem later. Now, the janitor. Janitor has no noise, we're going to be fine. Corridor 3. Not where he was going anyway, so we put this back in the bag. Alright, ready for our next round. This time it's going to go soldier, janitor, xenobiologist. The soldier is back to exploring. We don't need to explore the surface anymore. That's one of our objectives. Send the signal, explore all the rooms. So let's do it. Let's move. 1, and we draw up to 5 every time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. All right. Interruption, repairs. Repairs could be useful. We need to start repairing. We've already got 3 damaged rooms. They don't need fixed, but we don't need much more damage. No, we don't. Demolition, don't need it. Obstinate, don't need it. That's for fighting and for fighting. Okay, so let's just do interruption. Let's discard it. Move. What's going down? A fire. After putting out all those fires, really? And it's the nest. That is the place to keep a fire. Oh my goodness. 4 items. There's no items in the nest. Just scary aliens. Here we go. The nest is on fire. I can deal with that. The character who explored this room gains 1 knowledge. Take 1 egg. Cool. She gets to take 1 egg. Where'd you go, 1 egg? Oh man, she doesn't have room to carry it. If I want her to carry it, I have to drop the flashlight or the assault rifle. And the truth is we could use it. So, oh man. Well, let's give her 1 knowledge. Okay. So soldier is already on number 3. So she gains 1. She's now on 4 knowledge. The more knowledge you have, the more you can fight against these intruders and their weaknesses. We're going to drop the flashlight and take the egg because we're going to need to analyze it. That is one of our objectives, to analyze all enemy weaknesses. So the flashlight is now just laying in the nest. But hey, we have an egg. Cool. That also puts me in trouble. Now, I need to get her out of there because she's going to get damaged if she is in a fire at the end of this turn. There are 3 eggs left in that nest, and they're going to get destroyed each turn because there's a fire in there. All right, let's just get out of there. What's wrong with you? Oh my goodness. Let's go up here. Let's move 1 more time. Or, no, let's move 1 more time. It is a door shut. That's actually good. That's going to help contain a fire. So the door slammed shut behind her as she ran through this corridor, running away from that nest with her gun in hand. There are 2 items. She found the CSS control room to schedule the CSS. What those are a way to escape the cargo sending system. So she can actually use this room to find out when certain pods are going to be going in case she wants to escape or help one of her friends escape. Not bad. We discovered that. Let's roll for noise. Number 2. Okay, we're still doing all right. That was 2 actions. She moved twice, so I had to discard demolition. There we go. Let's see what the janitor's up to. The janitor is going to try to find out what is the corporation going to do when we run out of time. So he's going to be checking the corporate objectives in the neutral pole. So let's draw 3 cards for him. 1, 2, 3, 4, up to our hand limit of 5. It should work. Lets me use a malfunctioning room, maintenance plan. If I'm in a white or yellow room, I'm not. I don't know what that room counts as. The alert room is nothing. It is no color. That's what it is. So I just got to use 2. In a yellow room, all right, let's use, tell you what. Let's use the emergency key, and let's use maintenance plan. Yeah, let's do that. We're going to discard both of those so that we can use this to peek at a contingency token. Now, we're playing cooperative, so everybody gets to know. So kill all in the CSS pods. That is not one of the orders. So we might be safe in the CSS pods. We know that they're not going to kill all who have knowledge of 4. They're not going to save everyone, and they're not going to kill all in the CSS pods. Let's do that exact same action again. Let's use up these two. Clean up, and it should work. That leaves him with 1 card. So we pay those 2 to use this action again. Boom. They are not going to kill all in the isolation room. So what we're doing is we're rolling out possibilities, because there's one at the end here on the board that we can't flip over. When the game ends, we flip it over, and that's the corporate objective that gets carried out. So we could complete all our objectives and survive, and if we didn't know what they're going to do, we could still die at the end. So we're really rolling it out. Let's see real quick contingencies, just so you can see how we're doing. There's only 1 kill all in the isolation room. That one we know is not going to happen, right? So we should be safe in the isolation room. There are 2 for kill all who did not send a signal. And you know what? Those are the only 2 we haven't revealed. So we know exactly what it is. We know that they are going to kill all who did not send a signal. So basically, I had 1 character send a signal. It was the survivor. So she'll be fine. The other 2 either need to send a signal or escape in a CSS pod. We know what we need to do to survive the game. All right, we can do that. So now the janitor has all these items. I need him to craft every item. That's an objective, and get to a CSS pod. That's all he needs to do. Let's do that. But anyway, he's done. Now let's get the xenobiologist. She has been turning the power on. Now she needs to finish exploring this bottom floor. She needs to get back to the power generator, turn the power on, and explore the 2 remaining rooms. And we're going to be fine. Then we just need to escape. That's like it. We need to find the laboratory. Oh my goodness, there's so much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's so much going on. Okay. Reduce the item counter by 1 and gain 1 knowledge. I dig that. She could, she was there anyway because she used that. I dig that one. She can search and do repairs. That's what we wanted to do. We wanted to do some repairs. Cargo C already launched, so we don't really need to fix that. And I think we might have enough time. If I don't repair, we might survive. We might. So she needs 1, 2, 3, 4. She needs 4 cards to turn the power on this turn. Let's do that. That's all we can do. So let's move. Let's use our search to move. Where's she at? Right there. Here we go. Let's roll for noise. Don't be number 4. Silence. Here's the trouble. She is slimed, and she doesn't have any clothes to shake it off, so we now get noise in every corridor. That's bad. 3, and there. Guess what we're going to do? We're going to move again. Let's use up rushed analysis to move and roll for noise. Please don't be good. That was 2 actions, so we have to go to the next character. Back to the soldier. What's going on in the CSS control room? She can schedule the CSS. All right. Thing is, she's safe. She's safe. She sent a signal, so she can get to the isolation room, or she can get to the above ground bunker and be fine. But she wants to help the janitor and the xenobiologist get out of here alive. So she's got to find out this schedule because they did not send this signal. What are we gonna do? We're gonna take a look. So 1, 2, 3. We're back to her. Yeah, let's do it. Let's schedule the CSS. So CSS control room is a normal room. It is not a special room. It's an additional room. we get to peek at a chosen CSS token. That's up here, the cargo sending system, because the way this game works, each round there is a possibility that the CSS pods will launch, right? So your character needs to be in them before they launch. So we've got one launching in 2 rounds. We need to find out what it is. We've got another one launching in 4 rounds. So we get to peek at one. If you cannot, then we get to move it 1 slot in any direction. So we can schedule it. If we're like, pod A is going to launch too early, we need to move it so that the characters can get there in time. You cannot move a CSS token that's on the same slot as the time token, not a problem. And we can't double up with another CSS token. So that would mean that we'd have to swap it. We would have to swap it with another. Oh boy. What are we going to do? We're just gonna do it. She has 3 cards. Let's use up obstinate and let's use up repairs and obstinate. Boom and boom. And let's take a look at the next one. No, not the next one. 1, 2. Yes, let's do it. No launch. Are you kidding me? Well, let's leave that one right there. Oh my goodness. So the next time they're not going to launch. If the characters had gone into those pods and they don't launch, they take an injury. They get hurt because, there was a malfunction. All right, that ends the soldier. She's going to pass for her second turn. The janitor passed. That leaves our xenobiologist, and she is going to use up 2 cards to power up this floor that she's on so that she's not going to get bombarded in darkness by these night stalkers. I don't need to repair it. Let's use pheromones and repairs. Let's do both of those. Boom. Power generator. Congratulations. We have power. That ends that. Let's go through our event phase. Launch CSS pods. None of them get launched, thank goodness. Move the time track. Boom. We didn't lose any power, but guess what happened? We're getting pretty close to the end. The isolation room just opened up, so we can get in there if we need to. Not only that, the gates also do the gates just open? I don't think they do. There's a little thing here that tells us, I think it's on the back. There we go, the rules summary. Critical moments. When the first intruder appears on the board, something happens. Also, when the time track reaches a white space, isolation room opens. The gate does not open. Interesting. So we have to start auto destruct to open up this gate. That's all right. We can get to the isolation room. So the xenobiologist is going to go in the isolation room and be fine. Oh no, she would have to send a signal to use it. Yeah. Okay, whatever. We did that. Power's on. Next thing. Where's my cheat card? Right here. Event phase. Oh my gravy. Thank you. Noise removal. Everywhere that there's power. Thank goodness all that noise gets removed. Our xenobiologist is going to be fine. We still have power on our second floor. We get to remove all that noise. These stairwells are looking ugly. I'll tell you that. The stairwells are looking ugly. Now we get an event phase. What's going to happen? I don't know. Oh, fire damage. Fire damage happened in the nest. It's burning. Another egg got burned. There's only 2 eggs left in there. That's not a bad thing. Let's see what's going to happen here. Damage. Place a malfunction marker in each room with an adult intruder, a breeder, or a queen. We haven't gotten any. Place a malfunction. If it's darkness, it doesn't apply. Our characters are not in darkness. So we're doing good. We stand a strong chance. Intruder bag develop. I tell you, having the power on, moving slow, and having the power on has been the key to surviving this game. Because we should be worse off than we are. But we're going to be alright. Okay, an adult. Everybody rolls for noise, starting with the soldier. Ready? Boom. Corridor 2. Okay, that's not good for the janitor. Let's hope he doesn't roll a 2. And he did. Okay, so guess what we have? We have an encounter. So he rolled for noise. Boom, boom. We now put this back in the bag. We're still going to have to roll for noise for the xenobiologist, but we do this in order. Oh, my gravy, something fell. Are we going to live without it? No, it's a noise marker. I hope you're entertained. Here we go. There we go. Okay. There we are. Get back there. Wonderful. All right. What kind of an intruder is going to explode into the room with the janitor? An adult. All right. Here we go. Our very first adult, and it's a big one. He is angry. I'm going to show you this right here. He is angry. He busted into the alert room. We're in light, thank goodness. So as long as I have one card, he does not get a surprise attack. I have one card for the janitor. Thank goodness we did that. No surprise attack. This is how we start the next round. And I'm going to keep this out. I'll put it right in this center area. Kind of keep it with him. Just so I never lose it. All right, let's roll for noise for the xenobiologist. Corridor 4. That's fine. We're not going... Well, not yet. She does need to get to cargo sending system B pretty soon. All right, end of that. Let's go to our characters' turns. And this time, guess what? The janitor gets to go first. And thank goodness, because he needs to fight. Not only that, the soldier's right here to help him out. So I think they might be able to save each other. Let's find out. 1, 2, 3. And let's get 2 more. 1 and 2. All right, what can he do to fight? He's got a flamethrower and he's got a nail gun. Obviously, the flamethrower is what we should use. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Use a room action. Is there anything for fighting? No, nothing for fighting. So we're just going to spend a card is what we're going to do. Spend a card to attack with a flamethrower. You always deal at least 1 injury except on a blank. Okay? He's got a lot of items to use, but I need those for crafting. The nail gun would be just to attack him normal. So we're going to use the flamethrower. Let's discard demolition because we don't need that. And let's attack. We've got power, so we're going to attack with the advantage die in the light. Let's find out what we do. Boom. It's a blank. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Always deal at least 1 injury except on a blank. And this is the advantage die. This janitor was panicked. He was so panicked that he just fired and he totally missed. How do you even do that? How do you even do that? I don't care. We're doing it again. Boom. Let's discard. He's only got 2 more ammo, this flamethrower. You better not waste this, my dude. Here we go. This is a big intruder. This is not the time to mess around. All right, so we get 1 damage and no bonuses. No bonuses. I can discard a card to make it 2 damage, which I'm going to do. So I'm going to discard It Should Work to do 2 damage, and I've got a little counter. That's what's great. This game comes with counters. So that's 2 damage on this intruder. Let's find out if we killed it. 1, 2, 3, boom! No, but we scared it away. It escaped. That's what that top left icon means. It means they escaped. Not really what I wanted. They keep escaping. Oh my goodness. But that's okay. We survived. That was his 2 actions. That was interesting, and he survived again. So on to our xenobiologist. 1, 2, 3. Let's reshuffle. Get up to 5 cards. The xenobiologist now just needs to explore. That's all she has to do this turn. So let's explore this basement floor. 1, 2. Find out what these other 2 rooms are. She needs to find a laboratory. Really bad. So she can examine these intruder weaknesses so we can meet our objective and she can run for her dear life. All right, we've got interruption. Let's use that because I just want to move. I just need her to move. Let's move 1. Although she could search first. That's what we're going to do. Let's search this room because she needs clothes or something, and she needs to help craft. We've got a reagent. It's going to help us craft, or duct tape to remove a malfunction marker or add one heavy item. No, I don't want that. I want the reagent because how much fire do we need? I've got 1 fire to craft all the items I need. I need 2 fires. So let's do it. 2 fires. Boom. Discard the duct tape. Let's turn that counter down to 2. Let's also use field experience 1 time to gain knowledge. So she's up to 3. She can take advantage of knowing that they have a fragile exoskeleton if she fights. So a little bit of an advantage there. And those are her 2 actions. Boom. Soldier. Soldier doesn't need to come and rescue anybody. So the janitor is going to explore this last room. We need the soldier to trade with the janitor, pick up all the items, and get to the repository. That's what I think. That's what we're going to do. So, yeah, let's draw for that. 1, 2, and that's what I needed. I needed the vents card. Okay, we're going to be all right. She has a grenade. She is slimed, and she needs to, take care of that, but I can't. So far, the only one wounded is the janitor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. But this is a tight crew. What we didn't know is they're actually family. That's why they're fighting so hard for each other. The janitor is actually the uncle of the soldier. We didn't know that. And the soldier is actually the secret twin sister of the xenobiologist. They keep this under wraps because it's against company policy, of course, for all these people to be working together. Of course, the soldier wasn't, well, I call her the soldier, the survivor, of course, doesn't work for the company anymore after her being on the Nemesis. But nobody needs to know that. All right, let's keep going. Desperate attack, don't need it. Vents, I will need that. Let's just use demolition to move. Let's move right here. Boom, I don't have to roll for noise because the janitor is already there. Thank goodness. And I forgot, since that intruder escaped, we put the token back into the bag. Isn't that wonderful? Now she can trade. She can trade items. I believe it's as many as needed. Yep. Let's trade some items. I'm going to pick up everything that the janitor has. Everything. So let's use a rest. And let's pick up every single item. 1, 2, 3. And 4, 5, 6. Because we need them. Oops. We need them all. They go over here. With the soldier, who also has a grenade. All right, that was 1 action. We got 1 more action, and I want it to be vents. I want her to get the toast out of there. Let's use up repairs and use the vents. Goodbye repairs. Let's use vents. If you are a room with a technical corridor's entrance, congratulations, I'm not. Let's take all of that back like a fool. Let's get to a room with a technical corridor's entrance like... You know what? You know what she didn't need to do? Was trade all those items, because the janitor, whatever, we're going to be all right. We're going to be fine. Let's go ahead and move then. Let's use the repairs to move 1 and explore this room. It's broken, and there are 2 items. This is the cooling system to initiate the auto-destruction sequence. We don't have any objectives that require that. The disadvantage is it's broken, which means the facility is closer to breaking down. We only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more broken tokens, and this place just goes down in a crushing, crumbling flame. Not good. But we don't, the only thing that this would do was open this main gate, and we don't really need that. We don't need that for our objectives. So this room is more or less useless other than the computer. I haven't been using the computer actions, so I could always do that. But whatever. Those are 2 turns. She has to roll for noise. 1. Corridor 1. Boom. Okay. Back to the janitor. The janitor has 2 cards, and he needs to... He could help craft items, or he needs to explore 1, 2. There are only 2 rooms left to explore. And then he just needs to get out of town, because those objectives. All intruder weaknesses, send the signal, explore all rooms, and finish the game with at least 1 of each crafted item. What's he going to do? Search or jury rigging. He needs to get to a yellow room. That's what we need to do. And leave him with no cards. That's going to be fine. So we're going to discard his search because the clock is ticking now. The clock is ticking. We are going to be losing power in 1, 2, and 3 rounds. We're going to lose power in one of our floors. Fortunately, it will be the bottom. I don't know if that's awesome. Where are you? 3. Corridor 3. We're going to be fine. If you are in a yellow room, reduce the item counter by 1 and take the flamethrower and virus suit or the taser. That's amazing, but I need 2 cards to do it. So he's going to pass. And we're back to our xenobiologist. She can now... What can she do? Can she move? Yeah, she can move. So let's get rid of pheromones. Let's get rid of interruption so that we can move. Boom. She's going to roll for noise. It's a danger, and it's the laboratory. That is what we needed, and she's the one we need to be there. We need to get the soldier down there, too. Good gravy. Yeah, we need the soldier down there. That's okay. Because you know what? The soldier's going to craft all the items. Then she's going to use the vents again, get to the laboratory. She's going to analyze the egg, lock herself in the isolation room. That's all she needs to do. And these other 2 are just going to lock them. They're going to get in a CSS pod as soon as possible. And hopefully get the right one. That's what we're going to do. Okay. All right. Yeah, so corridor 3. Corridor 3 doesn't matter. It was a danger. We don't have to roll for noise. She gets noise everywhere, but you know what? She's not moving again, and power's on, so all that noise is going to get cleared. So we can do what we need to do. Laboratory takes 2 cards to analyze 1 object, or I can peek at a chosen CSS token. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to use vivisection. Discard. And let's peek at the second CSS token. So this is scheduled 1, 2, and 3 rounds. No launch? Are you kidding me? 2 no... That's ridiculous. I can't believe that. Oh, man. So that's 2 no launches that are going to happen. That leaves 3 possibilities. We've already had launch C. So it's going to be what? Launch A, or I'm going to have to peek again, but not this turn. That's her two actions. She's going to pass. Now we've got the soldier in the coaling system, and she can use the vents from this room. No, she has to move to where there's vents. There's no vents here. There's a vent 1 in the vent control room. Of course, that makes sense. There's vents in the vent control room. So should we risk it and have her move and risk an encounter, or play it safe? We're going to pass. We're going to pass, and we're going to the event phase. We only have 7 rounds left. Don't worry. we're not going to make it that far, but I think we might actually survive this. Launch CSS pods. You got it. No launch. We already knew that because we checked ahead of time. Noise removal, yes please, because there's power on floors 1 and 2. That was the whole strategy to using so many turns to keep that power on. I'm telling you, you want to survive this game, keep the power on. Intruder attack. There are no intruders. We chased them away. Fire damage. We lose another egg from the nest. There's only one egg left in that nest. Where are you at? There. Resolve an event card. This is always the interesting part. But we're not in darkness, so I think we're going to be fine. Bulkheads are open. Open all doors except destroyed doors. You know what? That might actually help us at this point because we're not trying to keep any fires out. No, we aren't. No, we aren't. Except this one. We don't want the nest to spread, but we're far enough in the game. Darkness effect isn't going to happen because we are not in darkness. Thank goodness for that. Excellent. Intruder bag development. Let's see what happens. Boom. It's a blank. I don't know how that happened. But we put another adult in. All but one adult intruder is now in this bag. So we've been doing pretty good there. And now we do our turns. This time it is going to go xenobiologist, survivor, janitor. Xenobiologist, survivor. Who went first last time? Janitor went first last time. So yeah, Xeno. Got to get those orders. Survivor, janitor. Boom. I dropped a token. Story of my life. There we go. Okay. Xeno, here we go. You have one card. She needs to analyze one object and pick up more CSS tokens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. Demolition, don't need it. Workspace plan. If you're in a white or green room, yes. Use its action without paying its cost. Boom. Let's analyze that egg while we are here. Analyze the egg, or I'm sorry, the carcass actually. The survivor has the egg. She's carrying too much stuff. Oh my gravy. She's going to hold on to it. That's what she's going to do. All right, here we go. We are going to discard this, leave it in the laboratory room, and we are going to analyze for 0 cost. Let's see what that analyzation in the laboratory room does. Basic rooms. Intruder carcass. Gain 3 knowledge. Awesome. She's going to go up 1, 2, 3. She has 6 knowledge. That's fantastic. The object is placed in the first empty slot on the laboratory board after research. That's over here, and I'm sorry that it's out of view. I just don't have enough room, so I'm going to actually lift it up and show you. This is going to be a little messy. There we go. This is the laboratory board with character knowledge. So you'll see I've got the 2 tokens mixed up. I've got the xenobiologist with the knowledge of 6. Janitor is at 1. Survivor is at 4. Not bad. There are also weaknesses for the intruders. If your knowledge is at level 3, you get to take advantage of the first revealed weakness. If your knowledge is at level 5 or above, you get to take advantage of the second one. So these can be revealed, but if your knowledge isn't high enough, you don't know how to use it. So we used our thingy there, and we get to use this. There we are. Wary of shadows. We learned a new weakness. If an adult intruder attacks you with a perched in the dark, ignore that card's darkness effect. Awesome. But that's only if your knowledge is at 5 or higher. So only the xenobiologist is going to benefit from that one. And we can leave that there. So we cannot analyze any more carcasses in order to find a weakness. We can analyze them to gain knowledge. Not bad. All right, that was one action. We can search the room. We don't need to remove any contamination cards. We don't need to use pheromones. We don't need to use demolition. So what are we going to do? We can use the computer to peek at a chosen CSS. Oh, No, because I forgot. We used our computer action card. So that has to go discard. And we have to flip over the next. So I can gain 1 knowledge, peek at a chosen CSS token, or swap 2 power tokens. That could prove to be really powerful because we're going to be losing power fairly soon. All right. So for her next action, what's she going to do? Gain 1 knowledge and max it out? I don't think so. Yeah, you're right, Blue Sec. Once her power is maxed out, she's pretty amazing if you know how to use her abilities. I could max her out. I could take her up to 7 and then 8 just to ensure that she survives. So maybe we'll do... No, we need to peek at the CSS token. That's what we're going to do. She's going to use 1 card. Where did I put you? Right there. I can also search the room. I forget... I turned that over. There were only 2 items. There we go. 2 items. Get out of here. There you are. All right. Yeah, let's do rushed analysis to pay for this computer card action. And peek at the next CSS token. Launch B. So by round 4, if I can get to cargo sending system B right here. So by round 4, the xenobiologist needs to be here and the janitor needs to be here for them both to survive. And really the survivor is the one that has to live. So we'll see what happens. Okay, those are her 2 actions. Let's get to the survivor. It's getting a little tighter now because now we have like serious actions that need done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go. I need her to move to a vent room so she can use the vents. So let's use distraction and just get her to move. I gotta move this discard to right there. There we are. Let's move to the alert room and let's roll for noise. 3. Okay, we're all right. Now let's use a search to move to the CSS control room and roll for noise. 2. Still alive. Now we need to do events. So we need to pay 1 card. Let's use obstinate. If you are in a room with the technical corridor's entrance, I am. You may move to a chosen explored room with a technical corridor's entrance. Draw and resolve an attack card, treated as an attack from an adult intruder in darkness. All right, so here she goes. The soldier, she's creeping through that vent. Where is she going to come out? She's going to come out in surgery. She's going to come out in surgery, but it was dark. There's a creature behind her. It was catching up. Boom. Let's find out what happened when it grabbed her ankle. Let's find out. Serious wound. Oh no, Night Stalker attack. There we go. Boom. This would be an adult. Nope. This is only a breeder and a queen. It grabbed her ankle and it missed. It didn't even get a scratch across. I have never had so many good card draws in a game. But I'm glad you're seeing this. It's possible. It's possible. All right, but I used the vents and I used the obstinate to pay for it. So she only has 1 card. Here we are in surgery. Do we have to roll for noise? I think so, yeah. There's nothing that says don't roll for noise. Corridor 4. That's okay. This one has power as well, so we're fine. And that was 1 action, 2 actions. So we're back to the xenobiologist in the laboratory. She can gain 1 knowledge or peek at a CSS token, which is actually what that's what I did previously. I didn't do that this time. So actually, no, we did. So computer action B was done. And please don't be locked down. Good, it's not. Choose one room. Discard a fire marker from that room, if there is one. All the intruders in that room retreat. Or swap 2 chosen power tokens, or peek at a CSS. We don't need to peek at a CSS. We already know launch is going to be on B in round 4. So that's fine. Launch is B in round 4. We don't need to swap power tokens either. So she can explore. She's going to move 1 space to explore this last room, and then we have met that objective of exploring every room. I know, right? That was lucky. That was lucky. All right, let's swap a demolition, and let's explore. So I'm going to have to move her discard for a minute while we explore this room. It's broken, but that's okay. And it's an archive. She's the last one that needs it. Her knowledge is like so high. Oh my goodness. But that's okay. But it's broken. We're running out of broken tokens. I don't need this place to collapse like right now. I really don't. 3. Noise in corridor 3. That's all right. It was just behind her. She's okay. All right. So we've got search and pheromones. What do we want to do in here? Can I repair? I can't repair it. Can I use the computer when it's broken? I don't think so. I'll check the rules. I'm going to say no. I can't use the room, but I could search. So let's do it. Let's search and leave her with 1 card. Search right there. And there were 3 items. Boom. Let's search for anything. She needs... she could probably use some weapons. Let's do weapons. 1 and 2. Grenade and weapon battery. Weapon battery is lightning. Add 3 ammo to your energy weapon. Or if you're in a room with a computer and in a section without power, use the action. That's great. Or a grenade. She needs a grenade. Just in case. She needs something, you know? She needs something. Okay. So we've got that. And that ends hers. She is going to pass. So turn that counter down to 2 items left in that room. She's going to pass. The soldier is up here with 1 card. She's going to pass. Janitor's in there with 1 card. He is also going to have to... He's going to have to pass. Yeah, I think he did. He did everything he could, right? Did I draw for him? I did. All right, well, we're passing. I feel like I messed up there. I feel like I messed something up. I really do. I don't feel like the janitor took his turns, but he must have, and I just don't remember it. I don't think he did. He didn't draw his cards. Well, this is embarrassing. I went xenobiologist. I went soldier. And I skipped the janitor and went straight to the xenobiologist. That's what I did. That's all right. We can fix that. We can fix that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I knew something was weird because he's supposed to use jury rigging. We're going to spend rest and the cleanup. Cleanup would be useful later. Let's use rest and maintenance plan. Rest and maintenance plan. We're going to spend both to use jury rigging. So that's 3 cards gone. And that automatically gives us the flamethrower, the envirosuit, or the taser. We already have the flamethrower. So what other item is going to be hard to craft? The soldier is about to craft some of these. We have a flamethrower. She has what she needs to create the taser, the envirosuit, and the neutralizer, as well as the pistol. So let's do the envirosuit. Let's do the envirosuit. Let's craft it. Where are you? Right there. Okay, so the janitor has a flamethrower, and he has the envirosuit. Oh man, but he has to carry it. That's no good. Ignores rules for slime and fire damage. You can escape the facility without using the rover. If I do this, I have to drop his nail gun, and I'm going to do it. So his nail gun, he's going to drop it in the vent control room so that he has the envirosuit. But here's the thing. Since he has those 2 required items, he has to live. He's done his job. All I want to get him to do now is get him to the CSS control room, and we are going to schedule for cargo sending system B, I believe. Yes, to move. That's what we're going to do. Okay. That was his one action. He now has 2 cards, and I don't actually want him to use them. He can move. He needs to get over here. He can go 1, 2, and then move, move, move before those rounds. I think he can do it. I think he can. That's what we're going to do. All right. So he's going to move here. Let's use the emergency key. Let's discard it. And now we're going for the escape. We're just going for the escape and hope that the soldier completes everything. Boom. It does have a lot of moving pieces, Blue Sec. I think it's Blue Sec Pearl. If I say it wrong, you let me know. It has a lot of moving pieces, but once you get to know it, it really isn't that bad. And I do like the little event phase cheat sheet. That helps me a lot. Okay, so we moved, and we roll for noise. Boom. Number 2, we have an encounter. That's bad. He only has 2 charges in the flamethrower. So maybe that was foolish. Maybe I'm getting in a rush to escape. It's a blank. So what happens when you have a... I don't know how that happened. I swear I shook this up. I shook it up. I shook it up. All right, let's see. Blank. Here we go. Night Stalker encounter. Place a noise marker in each corridor connected to the room in which this encounter took place. Return the blank token to the bag. All right, so he just has a lot of noise now. 1, 2. That's okay. That's okay. That was his action. And he now has 1 card left. He is going to pass. Xenobiologist is going to pass. Soldier is going to pass. Let's go to our event phase. Launch the CSS pods. There are none to launch. We crossed a power threshold, but the backup power is on. So we are okay. Now, we move the time track. I just did it. Noise removal where there's power. Absolutely. Thank you for that. Oh, my gravy. There we go. Remove all that noise. Good. Just the stairwells. And, oh, there's also power. I got all that power on. I worked hard for that. Intruder attack. Don't worry about it. Fire damage. The nest is destroyed. There are no eggs left in the nest. That wasn't an objective, but hey, good to know. Resolve our event card. I'll bet you it's spreading fire. It's the nest. If the nest is explored, place a noise marker in each corridor without a noise marker connected to the nest. Okay? We can survive that. 1, 2, and there we go. 3 noise markers. That doesn't affect a whole lot because he's going to the CSS control room and then he's going to sending cargo B, which is way down there. Oh man. You know what? I don't think so actually. I think he's just going to... I think I went the wrong direction. And he's just going to run this way and get there. That's it. That's all he's going to do. And no one's in darkness, so we don't have to worry about it. Boom. Intruder bag development. Here we go. It's the queen. What happens, though? What happens? Because this is bag development. I can just say blue. I like that. All right. I like blue. All right, blue. We are going to return this token to the intruder bag. If there's a character in the nest, place the queen there. Nope. If there are no characters in the nest, place one egg token. Okay, so queen laid another egg, but you know what? We're fine with that. We're fine with that because there's a fire in there. Put the queen back in here. I'm glad we drew the queen there instead of during an encounter. That would have not been fun. Okay, we're good to go. Now it is the survivor, janitor, and then xenobiologist. Survivor's going to craft up a storm of items. 1, 2, 3. Shuffle these up. I'm going to get this. Put a red cube in the nest. Oh, but tell me, Blue, it's destroyed, but an egg still gets put in it again, right? So it still counts as destroyed, even though there's a new egg. That's how I'm going to play it. That's how I'm going to play it. Unless, because it's destroyed, the queen couldn't lay an egg. Thematically, I'm going to say it's destroyed, but she still, out of anger, ran in there and left an egg behind. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it, but it still gets counted as destroyed. All right. Although, actually, that would mean it's not destroyed. So we're going to remove it. I'm making that up, but that's how I play. If I don't know the rule, I pick. Thematically, it's now not destroyed, but don't worry, it's going to be destroyed again the next round. Okay, cool, cool. Where are you at? She has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, soldier, get to the repository so we can craft. You can craft outside of the repository. It's just helpful because you use less items. So let's use search. Let's get rid of you, and let's move, and let's roll for noise. Corridor 4. Boom. Now, I have to use 2 cards to craft equipment. So interruption and search, because I don't have anything like special to use there. Let's use interruption and search, yes. Boom. We are going to craft an item for 1 item less. That's what the repository does. But we're going to make sure, because it's also a special room. We love our special rooms. Yes. Characters in this room may, before the craft item basic action, if they do, they may discard 1 fewer item card to build it. That's what I wanted. So, I don't actually have to use it yet. But I'm going to. So she can keep items. We need a taser, a pistol, and a neutralizer. And the scary thing is, I might need... Oh my goodness, like, I might need to carry these. I hope not. Okay, so the neutralizer I don't need to carry. So I'm going to make it. I'm going to discard a flame or a healer. And I only have 1 flame and only 1 heal. So do I need one of those to make something else? I need a flame to make a flamethrower, which I've already done. So I'm going to keep the heal. And I'm going to discard my reagent. Gets discarded. And I now have a neutralizer. Yeah. Eggs can be added even though it's destroyed. Good. It makes sense. I can deal with that. Alright, that was 1 action. And then 2 actions. So let's go to our janitor. Let's shuffle this up. Janitor has 1 card. And he just needs to run to cargo sending system B. That's it. He just needs to make it there. Nothing more to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is his final run. I think he can do it. Does he have something to use the elevator? I don't think he does. He doesn't, so we're going to run down the stairs. Here we go. 1. Discard, let's discard cleanup. Roll. 4. Boom. Doesn't matter, he's going to run again. Boom. Run. And roll for noise. Corridor 2. We're still good. That's his 2 actions. Let's go to the xenobiologist. She is in archive. She actually doesn't need to do anything down there. She also needs to get to sending system B. That's all she's got to do. These two are going to run for their life. The soldier's going to work hard, and she's going to be our final one to blast the way out of here. I don't know if that's the right plan, but it's what we're doing. And I hope that I peeked at the right contingency tokens to know. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, she only gets 3. So we have our hand of 5, and she's just going to run for it because we don't need to pick anything else up. She could use the archive. She could repair. If there's a repair, we'll repair. Let's do it because she needs 1, 2, 3, 4. She has plenty of time. Let's discard the workspace. Let's discard rushed analysis to pay for repairs. And let's repair the archive. I like that. 1 less damage. Now, let's use the archive to get her knowledge up. Let's do that. Let's use, say, it's going to cost 2, or I'm going to use the workspace plan. If you're in a white or green room, use its room action without paying its cost. Boom. We're going to use the archive for a second action. And I like to read the archive each time. You may perform this action only if your knowledge token is inactive. It is inactive. I'll show you what it looks like. Gain 2 knowledge and flip your knowledge token to the active side, then peek at any contingency token even outside your section. That's awesome. So I pretty much get to guarantee that I know what the contingency is. So first, I'm going to show you. This is our knowledge. So knowledge goes up by 2. So she's at max knowledge. And I flip it over to the active side. It doesn't do anything special. It just means that I can't use that archive action again. That's a one-time ability. So there she is, maxed out as she should be. It makes her very powerful. And I get to look at a contingency. Kill all who did not send the signal. Pretty sure we knew that, so that means there's only one objective we have not looked at, and that by process of elimination, we know that it's kill all who did not send the signal. So, good, we know that. That's why, since the survivor sent the signal, she's going to go in the isolation room. These other two are getting out in the cargo sending system. That was 1 action, 2 actions. And we are back to the soldier. I can craft 2 items just for fun. I can do that as, I don't need to actually spend 2 to use the repository action. I can spend 1 if I have enough of the items to make them normal, right? Instead of using the room action. So let's see if I have enough of what I need. I need to make a taser and a pistol. So I need a screwdriver, lightning, screwdriver, lightning. 2 screwdrivers, 2 lightning. I have 1 screwdriver and I have 2 screwdrivers but no lightnings. So what that means, of course, because the xenobiologist has the lightning item, the power item. So I'm going to have to use the special ability of the repository, and I'm going to spend both, because I'm running out of time, I'm going to spend both of my cards so she has no cards to defend herself. Boom, boom. To craft a taser or a pistol. Let's see. And I'm probably going to have to drop items to use this. That's not good because I can't drop the egg. She needs to carry the egg. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh boy. Yeah. Okay, I don't know. I don't know what to do. Oh good. This doesn't take up a carrying space. Okay, we're all right. Xenobiologist quest card is a great once per round ability to move the Night Stalkers. You know what I didn't do? I'm glad you mentioned this. I forgot to activate. Thank you, Blue. Activate this item when you pass and have knowledge of 8. So once she passes on this next turn, I'm going to activate her Overmind ability. I think it's the one where it like chases them out of the room. We'll see. But thank you for reminding me of that. Quest items That's a trouble, is sometimes I forget to activate those. Okay, we're going to make the taser. We can do this. We're going to make the taser, so I'm going to discard one screwdriver item. And that's going to be a tool belt, because it's 3 tool belts. I don't need all 3. There we go. Taser. Got it. And it's not a heavy item, so I don't have to drop my assault rifle yet. When I make the pistol, I have to drop my best weapon with the soldier and run, because I can't let the egg go, and I have to keep that item. That's going to be tough. Xenobiologist probe arm is not in one of her hands, if that matters. It's, oh, you're right. You're right, that's not a heavy item. Thank you for that as well. I will keep it laying down just so I can keep track. And she is slimed. They've been slimed like forever. Only 1 charge left. And she dropped, so she actually has 2 hands. But unfortunately, I put too much on the soldier. Okay, soldier's done. Back to the janitor. Has 1, 2, 3 actions. Thing is, if he moves, he's going to be in darkness. Well, actually, no. The elevator room is still fine. That's not the stairwell. So he's going to move. Let's use rest, because he doesn't need to rest. And let's move. And let's roll for noise. Where are you at? In the middle. 2. There we go. He is going to pass. Now the xenobiologist can also move, and I think should. So let's move to the isolation room. We'll discard her search. And we're going to roll for noise. 4. She's all right. She's going to pass. Congratulations. That means that we get to activate Overmind, her quest item. Overmind. Discard 1 card. Choose any intruder on the board, even in a room with another character. Move the chosen intruder through a chosen corridor. Then flip this card over to the quest side. So, that is super powerful. That is incredibly powerful. And just like Blue said, you can do it once per turn, because you flip it over. And with her knowledge at 8, as soon as she passes, she flips it again. Which means, of course, she can't use it till the next round, but you can use it once per round. That's incredible. All right, there we go. And this is also not heavy, because it's just in her mind. So we'll have it up. She has 2 free hands. She's amazing. All right, let's go to our event phase. Launch CSS pods. Not yet. Move the time track. Resolve power thresholds. Not yet. In our next turn, we're going to lose power in the first floor, which is where we need it. So I'm going to use a computer action to sort of fix that problem. Okay. Anyway, noise removal. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, 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 yes. It's just the stairwells and the stairwells and the technical corridor. You can tell my brain's starting to fall down now. This is, so these are actually in light. These are not in darkness. Boom, boom. Okay. Intruder attack. We've cleared out the intruders because we're amazing. Fire damage. The egg's nest is destroyed again. Let's put the red marker in there so we know it's destroyed, because the fire got that last egg. Thank goodness. Resolve an event card. What's going to happen? We've got the soldier up in the top floor crafting items. We've got the janitor running for his life for the cargo sending system. We've got the xenobiologist trying to get the power to come to stay on down here and get to the cargo sending system and escape with the janitor and hope that the soldier, survivor, survives. Consuming fire, of course. Set the item counter to 0. Well, there's no items in the room with fire. In each room with a fire marker. Place a fire marker in each room neighboring a room with a fire marker. It doesn't spread through closed doors or technical corridors. You know what? That's fine though, because we're about at the end. So we're going to let it burn. The last time this happened, we put all those fires out. We don't have time anymore. So there we go. The transmitter control room is on fire. The CSS control room is on fire. The alert room is on fire. And we are going to just let them burn. Now we are going to do our intruder development. Queen. This is the time for it to happen though. The queen only comes out if a character's in the nest. Not going to happen. So we get to put the queen back in. And oh my goodness. And I swear I'm shaking this thing. I'm shaking this thing. And when I put my hand in, I'm moving my hand around. I don't know. So the nest is not destroyed again. There we go. We're just making sure that it's... Oh my goodness. Okay. Here we go. Characters' turns. This time it's going to be the soldier first. And then it's going to be the... Oh no, it's going to be the janitor first. And then the xenobiologist. And then the soldier. Okay, so let's start with the janitor. 1, 2. And 1, 2, 3 to get to a hand of 5. 5. We are in our final... Basically 2 rounds. We might have a third. We'll see. It doesn't make sense, Blue. It doesn't make sense. But I'm glad it's happening so people can see you can survive. You know, there is a lot of luck in this game. There's a lot of mitigation. There's a lot of mitigation. Here we go. Let's just run. The janitor's just going to run. He does not have the elevator key. So let's use up a search. And move. Roll for noise. Okay, 3. 1, 2. Oh, we have an encounter. Something made noise in the technical corridors. That's not good. So we have an encounter in the dark, in a stairwell. He has a flamethrower and an enviro suit. All right, let's see. We're shaking it up. We're shaking it up. Don't draw the queen again. This is not the time to draw the queen. Thank goodness. It's a creeper. Creeper comes out. Boom. There we are. Take the creeper to the side. We're in darkness, so do I have 2 cards? I do. It does not get a surprise attack. That was 1 action, so I got to use my next action to fight, and I'm in darkness, unfortunately, so that's not good. Let's use our search. Boom. And let's roll our darkness dice. 0, are you kidding me? That's some bad rolls for this flamethrower. That's twice. That's the end of his turn. Okay. Let's go to the xenobiologist and hope he makes it down there. This is not the time for them to fall apart. This is not the time. They are so close to the end. 1, 2, 3, 4. She's going to use her special ability, I'll tell you that. And 5. She's going to use her Overmind power. Choose any intruder, move the chosen through a chosen corridor, and then turn this over. That's what we're going to do. Overmind, boom. We're going to move them up. There we go. That was 1 action. For her second action, she's going to go to the laboratory. So we're going to use a search to move her to the laboratory. And we are going to roll for noise. Danger in all directions. Fantastic. Now she's slimed. I forget. Danger when you're slimed. No, it's still the same. It's still the same. 1, 2, and 3. Let me know if I'm wrong on that, Blue. There we go. That was her second action. So, let's go to the soldier. 1 card. And 1. Oops, let's shuffle them up. 1 card. I accidentally grabbed the Xeno. I grabbed the Xeno's card. That's what I did. I needed to grab the soldier, survivor. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There we go. Okay. 5 cards in hand for the survivor. we need to craft one more item. And that is going to be the pistol. All right, so we need to craft the pistol, which is going to be discarding a screwdriver. So we're going to discard a tool belt. Boom. We are also going to have to pay the cost. We're using the repository, so we only have to discard one item. So we're going to discard repairs and demolition. Boom and boom. We're going to keep vents. There we go. And we are going to have to drop our assault rifle because we don't have duct tape or a free hand. So we're dropping this in the repository, the best weapon we have right now for a silly little pistol. But that's our objective, is to craft every item. And I'm assuming that means that you have to have every crafted item on you when you complete it. It says finish the game with at least one of each crafted item. Yeah, so it's got to be on me. And this is a heavy item, so here we go. We get all of 3 ammo. But that's what, at least we get 3 ammo, you know? At least we get 3 ammo. 1, 2, 3. We've got our pistol. We have all the items. She just needs to get down to the laboratory and then the isolation room. And the laboratory does it have a vent? It doesn't. I need a room. Okay, so I can use vents to get to the archive and then get to the laboratory and then get in the isolation room. I think everyone's actually going to make it. That's pretty incredible. All right, so that was one action. For her next action, we want to use vents, which costs 1. So let's use distraction or obstinate. We're going to drop distraction and use vents. And we're going to have an intruder attack. So she creeps in the vents. Oh, wait a minute. I don't have a vent in there. She's got to move first. I always do that. Oh my goodness. Where is there a vent? There is a vent in the dark stairwell and in the contamination room. That's where we're going to go. Okay, so I got to take those 2 back. Boom and boom. We'll use distraction to move right here. Roll for noise. It's a 2. There's noise in the corridor behind me. All right, now I have access to a vent, so I can use up all my cards. We do have time, but we don't have a ton of time. So let's do it. Let's use obstinate. Oh, but I'm going to have to roll for noise after. I have time. I'm going to play it safe. I have time. She's going to pass. That was 2 actions anyway, so it's the janitor's turn. Okay, 1, 2, 3. He has 3 cards. He needs to run away from that creeper. So let's use interruption. And again, we're just discarding it to pay for movement. Boom. And at least we're in a powered zone for now. Corridor 2. We're getting to cargo sending system B. That's where we're running to. Cargo sending system B. And, oh boy. We can move again and risk it. Risk it for the biskies. That's what I think. I think we're going to risk it for the biskies. Let's discard demolition and move. This could be really stupid. I think I can do it though. Okay. Let's roll for noise and really hope it's not a 2. Because he cannot get into the cargo sending system if there's an intruder in the room. Please don't be a 2. Are you kidding me? It's a 2. Alright. We made too much noise. We moved too fast. Now there's an intruder about to pop into the cargo sending system. What's it going to be? This janitor is just popping up intruders all over. Could it be luckier? It's a larva. Really? Oh boy. Okay, so the larva, there you go. We've got a larva in here. We can fight that larva off. All he has is a flamethrower. But that was 1 action, 2 actions, so that's where it ends. He still has 1 card. I might choose to fight it. I might choose to fight it. All right, there we go. Surprise attack, no, because it's a 1, and I have 1 card. All right, let's go to our Xenobiologist. We are going to switch the power, so we need to use the computers. I need to discard 1 card. It's going to be an interruption. To use this computer action, we are going to swap 2 chosen power tokens. I'm going to swap 1 for 3. That's not great for the soldier, because the soldier is going to end up in darkness this round. But actually this, okay, so it was 3 and 1. Could I do 2 and 3? That might be better. I think that's the better one. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. I think so. Yeah, let's hope for the best. Okay, so we did that. That's 1 action. And now let's use her next action is going to be to, I think, to move. She is so powerful, it's ridiculous. She's going to move 1, and she's going to roll for noise. We've got a lot of noise. We've got a lot of noise. Oh boy. And I forgot to do one thing. I used that computer action, so we put that on the bottom. And here we go. Oh good, it's not locked down. Okay, it's computer action C. That means the next time we have a 50% chance of drawing the lockdown card. I don't remember what it does, but I don't love it. I don't love it. So we're safe. We rolled for noise, corridor 1. We are still safe. She's going to stop moving. Although, no, she's not. She can move 1 more space to be in here with the janitor to help him. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to, yes, I'm going to keep she's going to discard pheromones so that she can move. I don't have to roll for noise. There's an intruder in there. It's the janitor's turn. I'm actually going to have him pass instead of attacking the larva because the xenobiologist has a guaranteed hit. So we're going to save that last flamethrower round. He only has 1 more blast. And we've got to survive to get in these cargo systems. He has to live or we fail our missions. All right, vivisection. Here we go. It is now the xenobiologist's turn. Discard 1 use from your probe arm. That's my last use. So we are running out of stuff. Choose 1 intruder in the room you're in. It suffers 1 injury, plus 1 for each 2 knowledge you have. That's 5 injury. She is so powerful. It's insane. It is insane how powerful she is. Oh my goodness. You get her knowledge up. She's a beast. Anyway, it's only 1 damage needed to, can I hold it in front? No. Can I find you? There we go. To get rid of a larva. So it's a guaranteed hit. Larva is gone. Put that back in the bag. There's an intruder carcass in the room. It's fine by me. Ends the round. Let's go to the event phase. We're down to, I think we have only 2 more rounds to pull this off. So let's go through our event phase. This part happens fast. Launch CSS pods. Boom. No launch, but we already knew that. We already knew that. Nobody got injured. Now we have to move the time track and resolve the power. We moved over, and now it doesn't matter about the backup power supply. We lose power in the highest number 1. So 4 is out. So this middle floor is now in darkness. Don't love it. Boom. And the power token is flipped so that the backup power supply is off. We are in trouble because we are then, oh my goodness, next round we're going to lose power down here. So yeah, we just got to make it. We just got to make it. Noise removal. We have power on down here, so thank goodness we get to remove all this noise because the survivor is coming right down here. She does not need this noise. And the noise in the surface also. Good. We're all right. Intruder attack. The intruder fortunately got pushed to a different room. He doesn't get to attack us. Resolve an event card. Well, now the intruder might get to move. We'll see. No, only the queens and breeders are moving this time, so we are okay. All right, regeneration. Each intruder on the board heals 2 injuries. Well, he isn't injured at all, so great. And nobody's in darkness, so we can ignore that. There we go. And I just realized I'm hoping that I used the event deck for Lockdown. I think I may be using the event deck. It's Lockdown, but for playing with the intruders. It's still made for this. It's just different miniatures. So, heeps. But it doesn't make it any easier or harder. It's just a little different. Okay. That was that. Now we do intruder bag development. Here we go. Here we go. It is a larva. So we remove the larva from the game and we replace it with an adult intruder. All right. I think that means there are no larvae left. Boom. All right, next round. It is going to be the xenobiologist first, and then it's going to be the survivor, and then the janitor. Xenobiologist first. Let's go. 1 card, and let's shuffle up the rest. And all she's going to try and do is get in the cargo sending system and pass. That's it. The back cover looks like this. Blue. Where the other one is like darker and quieter. I'll show you the other. I forget because I got the the Kickstarter version, so it has the event deck that's also for the I think so. I think this is actually the one that comes with the base game. I think. Because I'll see if it references Night Stalker. I don't think so. No, it still calls it Intruders. Yeah, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'll have to look in the instruction booklet for that. Either way, you can play with them. Where am I? Where am I? Okay, yes. Here we go. Xenobiologist. 1, and she shuffled up her cards. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see if she successfully escapes. You're right. I'm playing with the intruder deck. Okay. Y'all get to see the intruder deck. I don't know if it's any easier. I'm not too sure. I certainly have never survived this long ever, so I'm assuming I'll rewatch this and see mistakes. But that's okay. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe with the Night Stalker deck, it's a little harder. I've never played with the intruder deck before, so hey. All right, let's do this. Cargo sending system B. It's going to cost 2. And how do we do this? How do we escape? Cargo sending system A. It doesn't really matter if it's A or B or C. There we go. We are going to use this action if the time token is in the same slot as any of the CSS tokens. It is not, and it won't be until the next turn. Oh dear. And she's not in a room with the computer, which I would really like. So I think she is just going to pass. Because what we're going to do in the next round, and it has to be the next round, we are going to discard all our cards and pass. We're going to go in. Oh no! Only 1 character can escape in that pot. I forgot. And it has to be the janitor. Because the janitor has the special items. She has to find another way out. She has to go to Cargo Sending System C and hope for the best. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. Okay. All right, that changed it up. So they just had a panic. They just had a panic. And does she need to give him any items? He has very few weapons. He needs a grenade. No, he needs the reagent. She's going to spend one card of repairs. She's going to have to repair... Oh, this just changed. Okay, we're going to discard search. She's going to give the reagent to the janitor so he can refill his flamethrower. Now, she's going to run because she needs to get to cargo system C. She needs to repair it. Oh boy, okay. Let's use vivisection. Now, how can I... And Overmind is used again. How can I recharge? I can discard a tool belt or duct tape to recharge the probe arm. I don't have either. How about cables? No, she can't really use the cables. Whatever, we're going to move, and if we need to search for items, we will. That's what we're going to do. Okay, field experience. She has knowledge of 6. I can draw 2 intruder attack cards, return one of them to the top or the bottom. I don't need that right now. I don't need that. I need to discard this for my second, and let's move, and let's... I would love to get in a room with a computer again and keep this power on. Let's roll for noise. She could turn the... No, she can turn the power supply back on. That's what she's going to do. And then she'll make it here. That's exactly what. So she went this way. Corridor 3. All right. But that's okay. That's okay. Those are her 2. Let's get to the vents. All right. So now we have our soldier. Our soldier is going to crawl through the vents and go down to the laboratory. That is exactly what's going to happen. The janitor doesn't have anything to trade. So the xenobiologist just gave him the reagent. Nothing to give back. Okay, 1, 2, 3. All right, let's discard. We need to use vents. So let's discard distract. Let's discard demolition. And let's use vents. And we are going to resolve an attack. So she's crawling through the vents and she's coming into the archive. Once again, the intruder's behind her. It's in darkness. It grabs her. What does this Night Stalker do? Boom. It's an adult. And the adult attacked. And it landed a hit. It's a blood chase. The character suffers 1 light wound and gets a slime marker. Joke's on you. She's already slimed. She doesn't care. She's too tough for that. Boom. 1 light wound. No big deal. If the character was attacked because of an escape action... It was not. This is not an escape action. And has any undressed serious wounds, the intruder follows them. No, we're fine. We're fine. So we survived it. We're okay. Hey, Dads and Dice. How you doing, guys? Good. This one is interesting. I hope you guys get a chance to play it. This is cooperative, obviously. So that's a different experience. It's a little harder, actually. But it doesn't have that social deduction tension, which is fine. Okay, there she is. That was 1 action. She gets another action, and that's going to be to... She could use the computer while she's in there. Actually, yes. Let's do it. To swap 2 power tokens. She has time. She has a lot to do. Although... No, the xenobiologist can move 1. No, she doesn't have enough. Yeah, so we have to do this. I'm going to discard Obstinate. There we go. I'm going to discard Obstinate. Yeah, Paul. Yeah, it is. It's semi-co-op, and then there's cooperative, which is a special mode, and then there is also solo, which is truly one-handed. So there's actually 3 modes for this one. This is cooperative, even though I'm playing it as 1 person. Okay. I dropped 1 card. We're using computer action C to swap 2 power tokens. We're swapping the 1 for the 2. There we go. So we are going to be the last floor to go out of power, and that's fine. So the soldier is just like saving everyone's lives right now. Excuse me, the survivor. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. That was 2 actions. There we go. We got to flip this. And it might be a lockdown. This is 50-50 chance. What will it be? That's luck. I mean, come on. The lockdown, there's only 1 card left. So I know if I use this, it's going to be lockdown, which means I don't want to use this. The options are move the rover, peek at a CSS token, or peek at all contingencies of any other player. I don't need to do that. CSS token wouldn't hurt. It wouldn't hurt. Okay. That's it. We're back to the janitor. All right, janitor. Janitor needs to get in the cargo sending system B. Let's draw up his hand. 1, 2, 3. Shuffle these up. I get 2 more cards, and he's going to try to escape. This is it. This is it. 1, 2. I don't think I have to roll for noise. It didn't say I have to roll for noise. So I have 5 cards, and I'm going to just use demolition, and it's a white room. He doesn't have any special cards in search. That means I'm just trashing those cards. And guess what? I get to go into cargo sending system B. Right over here, right where my big head is. Boom. He is in there. Only 1 character can go in there. So when these launch, which is actually 2 rounds off, when these launch, as long as cargo sending system B launches, then he gets out of here alive with the items he made. Of course, if it's no launch or something like that, he gets injured. But we already know that's not going to happen. We check the computer. We check the schedule. We know what's coming. Cool. Let's go. So he's done. He's passed. Discard all his cards. He doesn't play anymore in this game. There we are. Boom and boom. Back to the xenobiologist. The xenobiologist does not need to get the backup power supply on because she doesn't have enough cards. So let's just stay right there with her 2 cards and not risk getting an intruder here because she has a little time before the next launch. Takes us to the soldier with 2 cards. She can move to the isolation room. She can move to the laboratory safely. Let's do that. Let's move to the laboratory. Let's use an interruption. Boom. Let's go into the laboratory. Roll for noise. It's a 4. We can live with that. Because it's going to get cleared. Because we're doing amazing. We are doing amazing. There we are. And that's going to be her time to pass. There we go. Event phase. Boom and boom. Here we go. Launch CSS pods. Not yet. Move the time track. Boom, we crossed a power threshold, and now the top floor has lost power. The entire facility is dark except for the bottom. Janitor is trying to Amazon Prime himself out of a terror. Exactly. He's the first one, but he's pretty much guaranteed he's going to make it out alive. He gets to launch this next event phase. So now it's just, will the xenobiologist make it here, repair, and get out within 1, 2, basically 2 rounds. Same for the survivor. So we'll see. We're down to round 4. We're down to 4 rounds left before the whole place, before the final contingency happens. All right. Noise removal. Yes, please. We have power down here. Everything else, if there were noise, it would remain. Intruder attack. This intruder didn't get to move yet. Fire damage. That's the egg that just keeps coming back. So that nest is destroyed again. And resolve an event card. Let's hope it's not a fire, because that would be the end of the game. Egg protection. Well, first of all, the breeder and the queen move. I don't have either on the board. Resolve an encounter for each character who's in the nest or is carrying an intruder egg. Oh, that's so bad. Because do you know what I forgot to do? Drop the egg in the laboratory. I forgot to drop the egg. Oh my goodness. That's bad. All right, resolve an encounter. This is like not the time to have an encounter. Like at the end. That is not the time. No one's in darkness, so we don't resolve that. All right. That's okay. It's our survivor with our pistol because we have like the worst weapon. Oh my goodness. But that's okay. The xenobiologist has her superpower in this next turn. It's an adult. We're in the light, so 2 cards. Do I have 2 cards? Of course I don't. There's going to be a surprise attack. All right, here's an adult. It's a big one. Here you go so you can see it. It's a big one. It came cramming into the laboratory, and I get a surprise attack. Let's find out what it is. Boom. And it's only for the queen, so it missed. It did not land the hit. Thank goodness for that. Now we have to do intruder bag development. So before we can use the laboratory, she's got to get rid of this. It's going to be a beast. How is that even possible? How is that even possible? So the larva came out, which means an adult intruder needs to go in. I forget the rule. I'd have to check the rule book, and I don't do that on a live stream. When there are no more adult tokens to put in, there's something you do. I'm just going to say put in the next worst thing. So a breeder's going in. That does not mean that's what the rules say, okay? That's what I do in a live thing. I do what makes sense. We can check the rule book another time. All right, but if you know, please, let me know. All right, took care of that, so ends that. And we put the adult back in. And this time it is the survivor who goes first and then the xenobiologist. That's not what I want. I want the xenobiologist to go first. But whatever. This is how we're going to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is the end. Desperate attack. I'm not there yet. I don't need repairs yet. Search. So I'll tell you what. Let's attack. I'm going to discard 1. And I'm going to attack with my pistol. Unmodified rolls of 2 are treated as 1. So this is like the weakest weapon ever known. Yeah, that's it. But that's where we are. That's where we are with life. I accidentally drew 1 too many cards. There we go. So let's attack. And I get to use the advantage die because we are in power. Miss. Really? That's fine. Let's try again. Try again. Discard my second ammo. Come on. Only hits if it was a creeper. So that's 2 misses. And now it is the xenobiologist's turn, which is great because she's going to use her overmind to chase it away. 1, 2, and 3. Not that she has like all the turns in the world to be using this. So we're going to discard a search. And we're going to use Overmind to choose any intruder on the board, move it through a chosen corridor. Absolutely. We're going to move you away from the isolation room. We're going to move you to, oh dear, everywhere is bad. Everywhere is bad, but not as bad as I think it's better to go over here. There we go. And Overmind, there you go. We don't activate it again until she passes at the end of this turn. Okay, that was 1 action. Let's use your next action to move. Field experience, let's discard it. And I'm just going to put her discard right here for now because it's just easier. All right, here we go. Boom, roll for noise. Not even worried. 4. It's noise behind us. Back to the survivor. She's in the laboratory. We're going to drop that egg because we don't have time. We're going to spend 2. We're going to distract with, let's do repairs and desperate attack. Let's discard both. And we are going to analyze that egg to find the final weakness. So she gets to gain 2 knowledge, 1 and 2. And we're going to reveal the final. Hurting. When your action causes the intruder's retreat, choose where it moves. Do not draw an event card. Cool. I'm okay with that. Now, unless the rules are different, when I see the retreat, when your action causes a retreat, not when you draw a retreat. I'm going to have to check the rules on that. You tell me, Blue. What I understood is when you draw the attack and it shows the retreat or escape, then you just put the token back in the bag and it's off the board, right? Oh, got it. There are other things that cause it to retreat to a different room. You draw a card. Okay, I understand now. So if I were to do something that chases it to the next room, right? Chases it, then I would get to choose where it moves as opposed to drawing a card and the card telling me where. Okay, I understand now. All right, we used our egg to reveal that. I need to remember if Wary of Shadows ever comes up, it doesn't apply because we have now discovered 3 weaknesses, and the survivor can use the first 2 because of her knowledge. Xenobiologist can use all 3. Janitor can only use, actually none. Doesn't matter. He Amazoned himself out of there, as Blue said. All right, there we go. Laboratory. That was 1 action. She has 1 card, and I think she should keep it. Distraction. Discard 1 of your items to escape. Okay, and that might be necessary. She's going to pass. All right, Xenobiologist, you need to book it and use these repairs. Let's do rushed analysis. Get out of here. Boom, rushed analysis. Move to the cave entrance and roll. Corridor 2. Boom, she has 2 cards left. Do we want to risk it and get here? I think we do. I think we do. We're going to be fine. Pheromones. Move. And roll. 4. We are still doing fine. Okay, good. And she's going to pass. So now she has Overmind available again. Cool. There you go, Overmind. Let's go to our event phase. Launch CSS pods. Done. It is Pod B. We already knew that, so congratulations. The janitor has made it out. Boom, he's on his board. He is alive with all his items. Now, we're going to move the time track. Boom. I didn't account for this. We just lost power. That's a problem. That's a big problem. That's a big problem. Because we are playing in the dark for the final round. And this is where you die. Oh dear. We do not get to remove noise markers. Oh my goodness. Noise removal, nowhere. The whole facility is dark. Oh man. Alright, intruder attack. Fortunately, they don't get to. Fire damage, there's nothing left to damage. Let's resolve an event card. Here we go. Alright, the breeder and the queen get to move. Fortunately, neither one's on the board. Power surge. Flip the time token to its inactive side. Hey, that's okay. That is like so okay right now. Alright, now let's do intruder bag development. This isn't good because if it's an adult, we have to roll for noise, and right now we don't have what we need to deal with intruders. It's a queen. Now that's epic. That is how this game goes. You get to the finale, and are you kidding? Oh, wait, no. No, that's good. I'm sorry, I was thinking the queen came out. This is intruder bag development. That was lucky. That means all we do is put an egg in the nest and it's not destroyed again. That was luck. For a minute, I thought the queen was coming on the board. That's intruder bag development is different. That would be if we had an encounter. So we lucked out there. That was about to get really exciting really fast. All right, let's wrap this up. Oh my goodness, this might be the final round. Xenobiologist is going first. 1, 2, 3. Draw 2 more cards. Where are you at? Right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Boom. All right. 5 cards. She's got to repair and then try to get out. Let's repair. So we're going to use repair. We're going to spend interruption to do it. There's her discard and repairs. Discard the malfunction. Good. We can use this room now. Cargo sending system C is going to cost 2 cards unless I've got a special card. I don't. So here's what we're going to do. Cargo sending system C. Oh man. I can only enter when the time token is on a CSS pod. That's the next round. So she's going to pass and sit here and hopefully not make noise next round. That's it. She's going to pass. She's where she needs to be. I mean, she can search. That won't hurt anything. Let's search. Boom. Search and take this item counter down. Any of 3 items. I've got a grenade. I could use heals. Let's do... What are we going to do? I think weapons. I think we need weapons. Boom and boom. She's so overpowered, she's going to be fine. Caffeine pills. Or a weapon battery. Neither one of these is... Hey, if you're in a room with a computer and in a section without power, use a computer action. Useless. Let's do caffeine pills. It's really not very useful at this point in the game, other than draw and reveal 3 cards. Scan all drawn contamination cards. If you have at least 1 infected, place a larva. So it lets me draw 3 cards, basically. We'll see. You should take yourself to a casino. I know, right? Oh my goodness. All right, that was 2 actions. Boom, boom. I don't know how that took up so much. Now we've got our survivor. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Boom. There we go. I've got all of 1 bullet, but I've got a lot of items. Okay, 5 actions. All she needs to do is lock herself in the isolation room. That's going to be tough with the intruder right there. And I moved the intruder to the wrong room. Can I make it move through the technical quarters? I can't. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. What a web I've weaved. Okay, let's do demolition. Move. Roll for noise. Let's hope it's not a danger or a slime. Neither one, thank you. Do I have closed? Yes. Hold up. Before we do that, I discarded demolition to use clothes. Clothes lets me discard my slime marker. That gives us better chances. So I can move carefully. I can spend 2 cards to move carefully. I'm going to do that. I'm going to use search. Boom. And I'm going to move carefully. I'm going to place a noise marker in corridor 2. And I'm going to move to the isolation room. Now I spend 2 cards. And this is the roll. If I roll danger, I'm in trouble. The intruder, the Night Stalker, will come after me. If I don't, we're going to be fine. All right, let's do it. Let's roll. I'm going to spend my 2 cards. Let's do vents and maybe distraction or desperate attack. Let's get rid of distraction and vents, because this is going to be a fight. This is going to be a fight to the death. This is it. Boom, boom. All right, let me lock myself in. It's a 1. Thank goodness we locked ourselves in. Let me just make sure that I did the isolation room right. If so, that means that she survived. The xenobiologist actually can afford to die. We just are going to keep playing because we want her to live. But I'm pretty sure this will seal us completing all objectives. You may perform this action only if the isolation room is open. It is. Or the token, blah, blah, blah. Perform a noise roll. If an intruder appears, it fails. If no intruder appears, remove your character miniature from the game. You locked yourself in safely. From now on, you do not take part in the game. Okay, that's it. All right, so there she is. Now we need this place to not, burn or blow up, which I think will be okay. So Survivor is out of the game. Boom, boom, boom. In the isolation room, safe. It's all up to the xenobiologist. What's she going to do? She's going to wait. She's going to pass because on the next turn she can go in the CSS pod. So let's do it. She's going to pass. She has her overmind. Let's do the event phase. Our last time. This is it. Can everyone survive and us actually beat all our objectives? That would be, you will never see this again. You've never seen it before. It happened right here. It happened here. Launch CSS pods. There's none to launch. I'm not too worried about that. Move the time track. Boom. So we're down to round 2. There's only, so once it gets, basically that means there's 2 rounds left. But not for us. This is it. Noise removal, doesn't matter. We are totally in the dark. Intruder attack. They're not in the room with me. Fire damage, not right now. Resolve the event card. This could do it. This could be a spreading fire and we lose the game. It's a hunt. All adult intruders move down corridor 1. Thank goodness. You know what that means? It just retreated into the technical corridors. It is off the board. That's amazing. And we put that adult intruder token back into the bag, which I think I already did because I am silly like that. The other Night Stalker doesn't get to move. Move each adult intruder not in combat to a neighboring room, but we resolve it from top to bottom. So we lucked out. We lucked out because we're resolving it top to bottom. With a character if possible. If there are several rooms, move to the room with the lowest number. Doesn't matter. We lucked out. That intruder is off the board. And we do our final draw. Our final draw. Let's hope it's not roll for noise. Because I just can't afford that right now. She is slimed. She doesn't have clothes to clean up. It's an adult. Which means we roll for noise. We're not going to pay for this now, but we might pay for it when we try to get in the cargo sending system. Even though I don't have to roll for it. Actually, I'm pretty sure she made it. I think that was it. I think she won. All right, this is it. This is it. Draw our cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The cargo sending pods are going to launch this round. Here's the thing. Here's what I forgot to check. I just made a big mistake. I think she's going to die. I think she's going to die because launch C, the C pod launched back in round 10. That means this next one has to be launch all or it fails. She gets injured and we have to run. I forgot about that. We wanted to go to cargo sending system A. I don't know what we're going to do. I'm going to spend 2 unless she has a special card. Yes, we're going to use workspace plan. Boom. Discard it. And she's going to go into the cargo C. She's going to pass. We're going to go to the event phase and find out whether or not she made it. So that was round 2. Launch CSS pods. Launch A. Launch A. Are you kidding me? Oh no, I'm in C. I got excited. Okay, that's bad. A launched. So congratulations. She gets injured. And she doesn't have time. She might not make it out. Her 2 friends may have just abandoned her. Oh, this isn't good. This isn't good. So let's see. What happens when it fails? Cargo sending system A. If your character does not manage to escape, they suffer 1 serious wound. Okay, she got hurt because her pod didn't launch. She got an injury to the guts. Each time you pass in the player phase, your character gets 1 contamination card. Alright, she's got her serious wound. I'm just going to put it down here. She's the last character left next to the discard pile. Alright, so she's going to get a contamination each time. We managed to get through this without any contamination cards left. Again, this is unreal. You'll never see this again. Alright, that was it. Let's finish the event phase and see if she survived it. Where's my thing? There we go. I rely on this. Move the time track. Boom. Last chance. So she has to run from here, cargo sending system C. She has to get to 1, 2, 3, 4, and get in the cargo. She can't do it in 1 turn. She can't do it. Yes, she can, because she has caffeine pills. She might make it. She might make it. She has to repair. I don't know. Anyway, whatever. Move the time track. Noise removal. This place is dark. Noise is staying. Intruder attack. Fire damage. Resolve an event card. Alright. The breeders and queens move. There's none on the board. And the rest applies to an adult intruder. We don't worry about it. Let's do our bag development. We are on round 1. This is the final round of the game. And then we see if we see if we made it. I don't know for sure. All right, it's an adult intruder. What that means for intruder bag development is you roll for noise. And it's a danger. That's okay. There's no intruders near me, so that just means noise in every connecting corridor. So technical corridors have noise. She's surrounded by noise. Thank goodness she's overpowered. If anyone can make it through this, she can. Here we go. She has 3 cards. Let's draw 2 more. This is her final chance to run. We have no way to... Can we move 1? Is there a technical corridor? We could move 1, 2, 3 cards. Run through the caves to get to the cooling system. So that would be 1, 2, 3 cards. 4 cards to get here. If she has repairs, which she does, that's going to be, if I use the caffeine pills, oh my lord, I don't know if we can do this. I'm going to use up every card I can, and we're going to find out. She's just going to run for it. Because otherwise that's 1, 2, 3, 4 moves. I think she'll stand a better chance. 5, 6, 7. She's going to stand. Let's run. All right, let's use search. We're just discarding right here, out of the way. Doesn't even matter anymore. Because she has all her other cards right there. Okay, let's move. 1, roll for noise. She is running for her life. It's a silence. That's not good because she's slimed. She doesn't have clothes. That means there is noise in every corridor around her. That's okay. She's gonna do she's gonna trash interruption so that she can run to the decon room. Is she gonna make it? I don't know. Noise in corridor 1, that's unbelievable. The only one where there could have been placed noise. She's going to trash a search card to run into the stairwell. Come on. Come on, xenobiologist. You can do this. It's a 2. We have an encounter. That's not good. Discard all the surrounding noise. That is not good. Let's hope it's something she can just run from. It's a breeder. It is a breeder. So at the end of the game, we get the largest intruder, Night Stalker, yet. It's not the queen. It's the next one down. These are bad news. It's going to attack me if I have less than 4 cards. And I need to not pick that up. I have 2 cards. So I'm going to get a surprise attack is what I'm going to get. I'm going to put the discard here because otherwise it confuses me. I'm going to get a surprise attack from, and this is from a breeder, perched in the dark, so she does get hurt. The character suffers 1 serious wound, and if it's in darkness, which she is, if there's 3 serious wounds, she's dead. So she's got 2 serious wounds now. Right at the very end, she is getting trashed. Let's find out what it was. It is bleeding. Bleeding is what we have. Each time you pass in the player phase, your character suffers 1 light wound. We're at the end. It doesn't matter. Oh boy. I don't have a lot of cards. I need to discard 1 to do caffeine pills, which I cannot do while in combat. So first, I need to discard 1 card to use Overmind. She's not going to have enough. We're going to scrap field experience. We're going to use Overmind. So we can't use it again. Move any intruder, including one in the room I'm in, to any neighboring room. Boom. There we go. Now I'm going to scrap. Oh man, I need repairs. I have no choice. I have to scrap repairs and hope I get it again to get caffeine pills. Draw and reveal 3 cards. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Discard this. Oh my goodness. Don't worry, this is the end. Like, this is it. This is the finale. Is she, Ellen Ripley, is she going to survive this? 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shuffle these. And if one of these is repair, we might actually make it through this. But one of them has to be repair. If it's not repair, there's no way. 4, and it's interruption. I don't think it's possible. I don't think it's possible. She can send a signal. And no, she still won't make it. If she had sent the signal, she could go in the isolation room. She doesn't have time. Oh my goodness. It's too close. It's too close for her to die at the end like this. Noise in corridor 4. How can I repair without a repair card? I have a grenade. I have cables. That's not going to do any good. Pheromones, rush analysis, vivisection, demolition. Oh man, if I had just given her a tool belt. The survivor had a tool belt that can repair. I can't repair without a repair. She has to pass. There's nothing else to do. There's nothing else to do. Because send the signal, cost 2, she can't run to the isolation room in time. So do you know what she does? She sits down. She just sits down. She passes. She takes her light wound. She takes her contamination card, which is somewhere. We don't even know anymore. And she says goodnight. Because she's not going to make it. But let's do the event phase anyway. Let's carry this out. Oh man. I really thought that they were all going to make it. Launch CSS pods. You know what? It wouldn't have mattered. It was a no launch. I just flipped it over. None of the CSS pods launched that round. It was a joke. Yeah, Blue, she never would have made it. All that fighting for nothing. There's no noise removal. There's no intruder attack. There's no fire damage. Let's do our last event card of the game. Alright, the adult intruders move down corridor 2. Oh, that's not an adult, it's a breeder. So do the creepers. The creeper is going to move up into the stairwell. Remove from the board all intruders which aren't in a room with a character. Put their respective tokens back into the bag. If they're in darkness, each intruder in combat attacks. It doesn't apply, but we'll take them off the board. Because you know what? They know that the corporate people are coming immediately, so they had to get out of there. Because they're smart. And you know what they're going to do? They're going to attack those corporate people when they come in. Oh boy. Let's do our last intruder bag development. And it's an adult. Roll for noise. It's a 1. Place the noise. And we actually didn't need to do all that because I did this out of order because you know how I am. We moved the time track, which actually happened first. So it's just, I'm going to slide the table over because that's what's important now. So you can see the time track finally. Oh, without knocking over all the intruders. There we go. Here we go. That's the time track, you can see. And we're moving to the end. And now we initiate the end of the game. So let's follow that. We're at the end of the game. She's still alive. She's still alive right now. She is still alive. And roll summary. There we go. Does this do end of the game? I don't think it does. No. You don't actually have to follow the rules for the end, but I want to make sure I do this right. Because we may still have actually won. Here we go. Victory check. There we go. End of the game. The time token's in the final S, the red slot. The facility is purged regardless of the active. All characters in the facility who are not in the isolation room die. So the corporate objective doesn't even matter. It was kill all who did not send the signal. Doesn't matter though. The facility is destroyed. our xenobiologist didn't make it. She burned with the building. How about these other two, though? We've got our janitor that launched in the CSS pod. We've got our survivor hiding out in the isolation room safe from this explosion. Contingency check. Reveal it and apply its effect to all living characters. Sent the signal and safe in CSS pod. Check. Contamination check. The two surviving ones don't have contamination cards. Don't need to do it. Objective check. Did we do it? Did we do it? This is the end of the game. Finish the game with at least one of each crafted item. I have a flame, and this is on living characters. A flamethrower, an Envirus suit, a taser, and a neutralizer, and a pistol. Please tell me I didn't miss something. If I did, it was out of ignorance. No, I didn't. All right, we crafted every item. That's amazing. All intruder weaknesses must be discovered. Boom, we got all three. Send the signal. That character has to survive. That was the survivor. She sent the signal. And explore every room. Boom. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Blue, for staying through the whole thing. Thank you, everyone else who's been watching. Those of you watching later, if you made it this far, I don't know what's wrong with you, but I love you. Thank you so much. We made it. Nemesis Lockdown, 3-handed solo play. Looking forward to I'm going to be playing this with my son, 2-player game, and we're going to be playing semi-co-op, trying to turn against each other. Our next live playthrough, though, I might do something a little more Euro-y. I know, thank you, Blue. A little more Euro-y, like small islands. All right, I need to go eat food. I love you all. See you next time.